So this is the first video game review I'm doing. I'd like to say right off the bat that I have played video games for a long time, but by no means am I versed in the intricacies of what it takes to make a video game. And I'm not an expert in the field. I'm just a person that likes to play video games. I've played them for a long time. I know what I like. I know what I don't. I feel like I have a little bit of authority. Not a lot. A little bit of authority in the film field because it's what I studied. But video games are just a hobby for me. But I'd like to share that hobby with you. So this is my review of Jedi Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order is the third Star Wars game published by EA. It's developed by Respawn Entertainment. Getting right into it, the gameplay is very Dark Souls-esque. So if you like that kind of thing, this is definitely a good game for you to play. You play as Cal, and you are a Jedi Padawan just trying to lay low after Order 66. Unfortunately, you're outed, and you get picked up by these two other people on this ship called the Mantis, and they're trying to rebuild the Jedi Order. What I really liked about this game is the gameplay. Like I said before, it has that Dark Souls feel. So you're going through a kind of linear map with branching, different ways to go, secrets to find, stuff like that. Enemies that will absolutely kick your ass if you're not careful. And then usually a boss at the end. I think that's where the game really shines, is the boss fights. If you are playing those Soulsborne games, I really feel like those boss fights are the bread and butter. That's what you're coming there for. You don't care as much about the enemies in between. They can be challenging if you let them be, but it's really not the main experience. Some of the bosses in this game will make you want to rip your hair out because they're so frustrating. But that's the experience. That's what you want. That's why you're playing these games. You want to feel good when you beat these bosses. You don't want to feel like it was handed to you. So you have to fail like a bunch of times for that feeling to happen. That Dark Souls style gameplay, I really feel like plays into the narrative of the story. You're not a Jedi Knight. You're a Padawan. You were in the middle of your training when Order 66 happened. You were just a kid, and now you haven't been using the Force for a couple years. So, of course, you're not going to be this super badass. A couple stormtroopers can kill you. Now, as you level up and you get new abilities, you can go back to some of those early areas and just absolutely wipe the floor. But, you know, those bosses and everything, you're never going to have an easy time fighting every enemy. Something that's kind of controversial with these kinds of games, and I believe Sakura had the same controversy, is the ability to select the difficulty for the game. Some people think that compromises the experience. I don't. I believe that the story of this game is something that should be able to be experienced, and if you don't feel like ripping your hair out fighting at bosses, that's completely fine. If you just want the story, that's there for you. It's a good story. If you're a Star Wars fan, you're going to want to experience that. But if you are into those Dark Souls style, Bloodborne like games, you can just bump the difficulty up. It's really not that big of a deal. But if you want to play it on story mode, that's perfectly fine. Something that I thought was pretty cool was the gameplay also lends itself to the Jedi teaching in a way. Because when I got angry and like tried to absolutely just wipe the floor with people, just beat the shit out of a boss that I was having trouble with, I lost. I got my ass kicked. If you just run in and try to kill him quick, and you do it out of anger, you fail. And that's like the Jedi teaching. So I thought that was, I don't know if that was intentional, but I feel like it lends itself to that. It brought me into it more so. And the story is really good. It's something that I recommend if you're a Star Wars fan checking out. It's just more Star Wars, you know? It's great. Overall, I really enjoyed my time with Jedi Fallen Order. It's definitely something worth playing. Respawn Entertainment is a great studio. And if you're a Star Wars fan, or even if you're not, if you're a Bloodborne, Dark Souls fan, or just a fan of good video games, I feel like you will enjoy Jedi Fallen Order. I'm going to give Jedi Fallen Order an A. Thank you for watching. I'm planning on doing more game reviews, but I also do film reviews on this channel, so please subscribe and watch those other videos. I also do short films. You can find those on this channel too. We have more shows coming to this channel, more video variety, so be on the lookout for those. You can follow me on TikTok and Twitch at Thomas Yazer, and my Instagram and Twitter links will be in the description below. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.